Jared Houston in the red, Mark McCarthy in white.
Unreal. We know for sure Carl and the Kiiki crew are watching in South Africa as their fellow South Africans match up man to man, mano a mano here, round number 4, heat number 4. Who do you got your money on?
That's a tough one. I'm going to have to say Jared Houston. He's been here multiple times. He's been spending time with his girlfriend, Natasha Sagardia, and he's been getting a lot of water time. I know on the IBA website he was talking about how he was doing 2-3 sessions a day here in preparation for this event. I think that extra water time here may give him the edge.
All right. My bet is going to be on Mark McCarthy. There was something in his eyes that I noticed when I saw him for the first time, and then I seen him compete in the early rounds, and there's something that Mark McCarthy has the eye of the tiger. All right, ladies and gentlemen, out in the water, heat number 4, we have Jared Houston. Jared Houston, the South African, is on fire. If you're just joining in, once again, welcome to the Encanto Pro Puerto Rico. Manny V with Steve Action Jackson. We're giving you the live feed here in Puerto Rico. Perfect conditions, 4 to 6 foot out in the water. And these guys are ready to throw it down. A little slow heat earlier, but if you're just tuning in, we got some action with the South Africans matching up.
Yes, plenty going on out in the water today. We saw some crazy stuff go down in the leaderboard section in round 3. We're in round 4 now. Top 16 riders, man-on-man elimination heats. Up and riding, Mark McCarthy.
Mark McCarthy drawing first blood, and he's only going to get a little drop, a little diabetes test drop on that wave. Not much there for him. And Mark McCarthy drawing first blood, not much there. Jared Houston is his fellow South African in the water. Check this out. We do have somebody coming into the hot seat. Jackson.
It looks like we're going to have Jake Stone jumping into the hot seat, which means I'm going to bounce out for a couple of minutes and go get myself a bottle of water, Manny. I'll see you in a little bit.
All right, if you can bring over one of the sponsors' drinks, I will much appreciate it when you come back. All right, Jake Stone grabbing a water for himself, which he needs to do. Keep hydrated. A lot of energy is being used out in the water, and when you're bodyboarding in warm waters and warm temperature, you don't really feel your body sweating in these waters because everything's warm. Hydration is key. So in the hot seat right now, Mr. Jake Stone, the Australian, who is pumped right now, taking out Ryan Hardy. So Jake, first, welcome aboard, and how you feeling, brother?
Yeah, I'm feeling good. Feeling real good. It's not that good of a feeling taking out one of your good mates, but I guess it's competition at the end of the day, and I was I had a good surf. So
cool. So what now? You're going into round number 5. How you feeling?
Yeah, feeling loose, mate. Just I don't know. You just gotta just take it heat by heat and just try your best. So I'm not putting too much pressure on myself.
All right, we'll get back to more of Jake Stone. He's going to be here for this entire heat. Mark McCarthy coming off the bottom. Big speed, big move right there. Nice invert from Mark McCarthy. Throwing his hand up. Make sure the judges see that it was completed before he bails out. And Mark McCarthy with a solid wave right there. All right, Jake, talk us through. Give us the details on what you see right here from Mark McCarthy.
He's got a nice little speed line there. He goes down to the bottom. And he's really been improving on his inverts. It looks like he's going a lot more off the tail and really throwing that, getting his leg out there. Yeah, no, that's going to score well. I think, yeah, he's going to be someone to watch in this comp for sure. It's ripping.
All right, you're still in the competition. You advanced on. We know that you do have a little bit bummed on your second place behind Alex Aranga at Reunion Island. Do you want that first place here? What are you going to do?
Yeah, I'd love that first place here, but you never know. You just got to take it heat by heat. But yeah, if I do advance and I do get that opportunity, I'll definitely be trying to grab the bull by the horns. But you never know what happens. You just got to try your best.
All right, so we have 2 South Africans out in the water, Mark McCarthy and Jared Houston. Mark McCarthy, definitely a contender. Give us your thoughts.
Yeah, well, I've been mates with Mark McArthy a lot. Well, I met him, 3 or 4 years ago, and we didn't really know each other too well, and just recently in the last year or two we've become good mates, and you know, I've watched him improve. He's surfing now just as good as anyone on tour, and yeah, he's a legend too, man. Like spear fishes, and he's just all about having a good time, and you know, going through hard times, he'll help you out. So he's an absolute legend.
Well, we know a lot of guys do fishing and other cool things on their spare time. What do you do on your spare time, and what do you do for training as far as competing at this level?
Yeah, I train with a mate at home, Scott Rigby. He's into this whole pull check thing, and he's been helping me heaps with you know, core strength stuff, and getting flexible and all those kind of things. And you know, on my spare time, I'm usually yeah, skating, or I don't know, whatever everyone else is doing. I know I hang around Chris White at home in WA a fair bit, and he's always got something fun happening. Man. He's just, yeah, he's good to be around.
All right, cool. So, what about your diet? Because we know a lot of guys are incorporating the physical part, but about the diet that you're taking in. Are you a McDonald's, a Subway guy, or Burger King?
I try and oh, here goes Jerry.
Oh, wow, nice invert right there from Jared Houston. And that one wave maneuver, I mean, it's his second wave in this heat, 18 minutes remaining. So we'll get back to Jared, but give us your thought. I mean, give us your info on your diet.
Well, you know, like when I used to live at home on the Sunshine Coast, I used to eat a lot of junk food and stuff, and just, you know, being a teenager growing up, getting a lot of pimples and just like drinking and smoking durries and, you know, the whole kit. But yeah, as I got a little bit older, I just you know, I've really taken it a bit more seriously now, and I'm trying to eat more organic foods, and I've learned a lot in the past year about you know, eating healthy and putting the right fuel in your body. But yeah.
So no more Maccas. I think this guy right here, Jared Houston, has also taken out the fast food diet. He's looking sharp. He's looking fit. What are your thoughts on Jared Houston?
Oh yeah, he's looking good, especially in that shot. Nice comb over. No, he's going to be one to watch, man. He's absolutely blazing on the tour, and he's pretty much like, he come from nowhere about 2 or 3 years ago, and now he's just, you know, you hate drawing him in your heats because he's such a good competitor and mind strong and surfs really good. So it's yeah, you got to be careful.
Well, right now he just scored a 7.35 on his last wave, which puts him into first place right now with a comfortable 12.1 score. The two highest scores combined will give you that total score. 12.1 for Jared Houston, 8.25 for Mark McArthy. Mark chasing a 4.86. So it's really tough getting a draw with your fellow countrymen. I mean, you had Ryan Hardy, the two Aussies. Now we have the two South Africans, but that's the way the cookie crumbles.
Oh, yeah, man. They're going to be...
All right, check this out. Jake, we got Shaggy with the winner of the last heat, Magno Oliveira. Shaggy, where are you at?
Hey guys, I'm down here with Magno Oliveira. A bit loud, so we might have to wait a bit. But here we go. Magno, congratulations on coming second, winning that last heat.
All right. Thank you. It's really, I just want to thank Jesus. He sent me like 2 waves that I need. And I want to send a big hug to friends of mine that are praying for me, I know. In Mexico, Mike Albert, Gus in Australia, my family in Brazil. Keep going and keep trying to do my best.
That was awesome. Let's talk about your barrel to roll there.
Okay, I saw the wave and I just paddled hard, and I kind of had to jump in really hard because the waves already like barreling on top of me, and I hold over there and came out, and then I did a roll. And yeah, that was my best score wave, and yeah, really stoked. And let's see what tomorrow is going to bring for us.
Yeah, well, congratulations, go and relax, and yeah, I'll see you in the first quarterfinals.
Thank you, Shaggy. Mãe, valeu, obrigadão pela força, te amo. Minha esposa aí deve estar orando por mim, e todo mundo aí no Brasil, galera. Tem mais aí, amanhã vai ter altas ondas. Valeu.
Back to you guys.
Congratulations to Magno Oliveira, who advanced on out of that last heat against fellow Brazilian Eder Luciano. Both of these guys are on fire, and Well, it looks like Eder Luciano has to check in his boarding pass after getting some serious air for the last 2 days. He will have to take a seat and support his fellow Brazilians. So, Jake, you advanced out of your heat against Ryan Hardy. David Hubbard advanced on out of his heat against Mitch Rollins. Now you guys go head-to-head in the next heats. What are you going to do?
Oh, you just got to go for it with Dave. He's just a really good competitor, and he has nothing to lose. He always just goes his hardest, and I guess he beat me in Mexico in a man-on-man. So, here goes Jerry.
Yes, Jared Houston coming off the bottom, looking for that section, going for a nice roll right there, coming out, re-engages his rail, comes around the section, and pulls off another roll, and he'll call it quits. Jared Houston on fire.
Absolutely on fire. The two butchies going hard at it.
So Mark McCarthy, he knows what he has to do, so he's got to step on the gas now. Take another look at Jared Houston. Talk us through it.
Oh, I thought he was actually going to go for a flip there, but he just caught him there, and nice projected roll. This actually surprised me, this second section. I didn't see it coming, and then bang. Yeah, that was nice. Nice, straight off a little heavy section. The judges like to see that, so I think he's going to get a pretty decent score on that.
All right, scores are dropping, and it looks like 5.75 is what the judges are giving Jared Houston on that last wave. So he's maintaining that first place spot from Mark McCarthy in second. Now Mark chasing a 5.86. Totally doable. 13 minutes remaining in this heat. So conditions out here as a competitor, what is it like?
Yeah, the conditions are good, especially when the wind's blowing and then there's a couple of sets coming in and that. But it's always like ever since I come over here, it's been every day. It's been clean and glassy until about 12 o'clock, and then the wind swings. It can either go either way. Usually a storm comes through, or the conditions out there right now look absolutely amazing. So.
First time in Puerto Rico?
Yeah, first time.
Give us your favorite thoughts, favorite memories so far. What's your favorite things about Puerto Rico?
It'd have to be the free surfing or the fishing, or so many good waves over here. So many good things to look at, and having a sick time.
All right, so yesterday you had an amazing run yesterday in the earlier rounds. I think we have a couple waves from that lined up if we have a little lull in the action. And, I think we are going. Talk us through some of these waves.
Oh, yeah, this one was more like I didn't think it was going to wedge out. I was thinking maybe an air forward, but, got a nice little flip there. And when I came down and landed, I actually felt my board flex through my fingers, and I was like, maybe snap my board. But, nah, she came together all right, and then got a little invert ramp there. Wasn't too bad of a wave, actually. I haven't seen it on footage yet, because no one filmed.
All right, so there you have it. Jake Stone on fire, still in the competition. He'll be going against David Hubbard in the next heat, and that's going to be a tough one. Jake, you got the mic. Any words you want to say? Thanks to family, friends, anything, sponsors, whatever you got.
Yeah, I'd like to say thanks to VS. They've been real supportive, and it's been a sick ride. They're giving me good boards, and I'm really happy with VS and everything they're doing for me at the moment. And I'd like to say thanks to Eppo, and a shout out to Chris Parkinson. He, all those guys at home really helped me, through the hard times and that. So.
Awesome. Well, we'll get back to that.
Booty.
We'll finish it off. And look at this, Mark McCarthy, a.k.a.
Booty.
So Mark, he needs an 5.86 on his next wave. That could be it. We will wait for the judges to drop those scores. But anything else?
Yeah, as I was saying, just thanks to Eppo and all the fellas on the sunny coast, helping you steer you in the bloody right direction, mate. It's it's good to have people who are looking out for you.
All right, talk us through Mark's last
straight
wave.
out of a little slabby long stockings. That was nice. And I thought he was going to invert, but he just got under the lip. Nice little roll through the thing. Yeah, I think that's going to get that. But yeah.
Solid wave right there.
Ooh,
that
close,
came in
close.
at a 5.6. It wasn't a bigger wave.
Yeah.
It was a barrel, small, tight barrel. Comes out, one maneuver. 5.6 is what the judges are giving Mark McCarthy on that one in yellow. Jared Houston still leading the charge with a 7.35 and a 5.75 under his belt. 13.1. Jared Houston leading.
Oh, it's a close heat, and it seems like they're having trouble getting the bigger scores that they want. But I'm sure in the dying minutes of this heat, last 10 minutes, they're really gonna something's got to happen big in a second that's gonna seal the heat, I reckon.
All right, Jake Stone with me in the hot seat. Steve Jackson taking a break. So conditions, forecast, slow forecast. Have you been looking into that?
Yeah, I have. I think it's going to be a little bit smaller tomorrow. Should be similar wind and weather and that, but it's going to be good. It'll be an ARS off, or I think it's going to be some good ramps. It's going to be a little bit smaller, but yeah, it's going to be offshore and it'll be good.
All right, there you have it. We are set to go most likely tomorrow for more live action, so make sure you stay tuned. A possible crowning of a new world champ could happen.
Yeah.
The pieces are falling into place for Jeff Hubbard, who could be going for a third world championship. We will see. So Jake Stone, give us the rundown.
All right, so Jared Houston's got a 7.35, and a 5.75, which isn't too bad. It's really close actually. Mark McCarthy's got a 7.25 and a 5.6, so it's really all on the line right now. So, and Mark McCarthy only needs a 5.86, so yeah, it's pretty intense. Here goes Jerry now.
All right, Jared Houston.
He's looking to
oh my!
Big reverse there.
All right. You watching that, he pulls out in front of that whitewash. I don't know how he did it. Tell us in your own words how difficult is, one, to do that move, and two, to pull it off.
Yeah, well, you can tell he wants it, Manny. He wants to make the final, and he's going to stop at nothing. Here he goes. He's got a nice little speed line there. He knows what he's thinking. Invert, straight out. Alrighty.
How difficult is that right there?
It's through the lip, and he's still got air, and it's hard just to do the rotation, let alone right out of that. So he's going to get rewarded for that. I think he might seal it, or Mark's going to need a big score.
Wow, scores are dropping pretty high. We're waiting for the computer to take all the numbers in. The high scores drop, the low scores drop. The remaining two scores are average, and that will be the score for your ride. So the scores are still dropping for Mark McCarthy's last wave and Jared Houston's last wave. And look at that.
An 8.75. That's good. It's man, I don't know. Mark's going to need a big score after that. He's going to need a 8.85, and that's he can definitely do that. So let's bloody watch.
Mark McCarthy's got his work cut out for him. Check this out. We do have the replay from Jared Houston, and take us one more time through it. Get detailed on this.
All right, there's no spray coming off that inside shoulder, and I was thinking invert there, but he must have had a little brain snap and just went for that air reverse, and it's definitely paid off for him. Full rotation straight out into the flats, and I didn't think he was going to ride out of it, but he did. So yeah, he's rewarded for it.
We saw the landing, how his head jerked. I mean, how in these conditions when you're coming out of these big air maneuvers, how much pressure, how much force is on your body when you're landing?
Oh, so much. You always whippersnap your neck and just you always hurt yourself, but always your muscles. Your muscles always sore. Like I was walking up here on the beach and my arm muscle was hurting. I'm just like, what's going on here? So I'm sure he's going to be feeling the same thing after that.
So what kind of training do you do physically? Do you actually go to the gym? Do you stretch, yoga? What do you got?
I do this core strength exercises and things like that. Not too much gym stuff, but I don't really have a gym close to me. But yeah.
All right. So have you been doing any exercises like running through the jungles here or down the beach or anything? And give us the insight on your trip so far here.
Yeah, well, I like to train hard before the trip, and then when I get there, I like to think that all the training's done and I can just focus on the comp and surf and have a holiday and just enjoy it while you're here, because it's not going to last forever. So you really gotta just milk it.
And then Puerto Rico, what are your thoughts?
Oh man, Puerto Rico, to be honest, I had different expectations. I didn't think it was going to be so nice. It's just it's like Hawaii, but better scenery, and I don't know.
It's different.
It's different. A lot
of the guys are making the comparison between Hawaii and Puerto Rico, but it's just different here.
Yeah, it's different. It's like it's paradise. But yeah, nothing against Hawaii. I love Hawaii. It's amazing, and so is here. It's crazy.
Did you have the local food, the rice and beans?
Oh, yeah. The rice bean mix. Yeah, no, it's really good.
Well, I wouldn't want to be your roommate, that's for sure, after you eating that stuff.
Yeah.
All right, Jake Stone with me in the hot seat. We are watching heat number 4 out in the water from round number 4. Jared Houston, a commanding lead right now. Mark McCarthy chasing at 8.85. Jared Houston up and riding.
He's hungry. What's he got here? He's going for the flip. I knew it. I smelt it. And he's just pulled it off. Let's see if he can back it up with something nice here and better that score. Nah.
So Jared Houston with a nice backflip out the back, and that's all she wrote for Jared Houston. So we've been seeing a lot of insane maneuvers going down, and Jared Houston, perfect example.
Yeah, he's really killing it, man. He's got such a good style on that red board. He's riding really well at the moment. So, as you can see here, nice. If that had held up a little bit more, he would have got a little bit more projected. But he's still pulled it off nicely, and rides out of that smoothly. Very nice.
So a lot of riders are coming out of South Africa. A lot of very fierce competitors are coming out of Brazil and Latin America. Give us a few names to watch out for from Australia, including, I mean, you're already in that set. Give us a couple more names. Who to look out for?
Lockie Cramsey. He's a kid from the Sunshine Coast. There's Louis Finnegan from WA. There's George Humphreys. There's a lot of guys, a lot of kids that are coming up that just they have the talent there. They just got to move to that next level. And
cool, man. All right. Thanks, brother. And I have another question for you. Ryan Hardy, you just were in that heat. Going into that heat, intimidation or just focused?
Yeah, it's hard because like in my other heats I usually have I usually don't like to talk to the people before the heat. You know, I wish them luck in that, but I don't like to. Oh, here goes Mark. Oh, it's just pulling off the back of that, wasn't it? It's nearly. Yeah, but I don't like to talk to my competitors too much, like when you're in the heat, because you just want to go out and focus on the waves and that. But yeah, with Hardy, you know, it's different. It's like, you know, two mates just surfing, having a good time, and the whole heat we're just like, yeah, you going? Yeah, I'm going. It was he's an absolute legend. Eh? He's my hero. He always has been. So it was hard to surf against someone that you got so much respect for. So
I'm right there with you. Ryan Hardy, by far one of my favorites for sure in the tour. So Ryan Hardy, he's still in. It all comes down to heat number 7 for Ryan Hardy, where Jeff Hubbard will compete against PLC. Now PLC can knock off Jeff Hubbard and keep him from winning this event. Everybody is still in the hunt, and it'll all come down in the Canary Islands. So it's still, look at Hardy thinking about it, stressing. He knows what's at stake. So he's going to have to sit tight and watch heat number 7 coming up shortly, Jeff Hubbard versus PLC. So right now in the water, we have heat number 4, Jared Houston in red, Mark McCarthy in yellow, and in the hot seat, Jake Stone from Australia. Jake, unreal performance from all the riders. Aside from yourself, who do you see absolutely killing it?
in this competition? Or?
Yes, in this competition.
I would have thought Mitch Rawlins was going to do really well. He's just, but he's luck, man. He surfs so good, and then he just gets, skunked. Yeah. But he was having a good time out there, and but yeah, if I had to put, today he did a really good invert. I think it was in the first heat of the man on mans, and it was just amazing, like textbook invert, you know. And that's the kind of style that made me want to start bodyboarding, and he's killing it at the moment.
We're seeing Mitch actually mature into a very serious competitor. We all know that he's a wild man on big waves. We know he loves the toe, and now he's starting to hone and mature into a fierce competitor, and that's going to be scary to watch in 2012 as he is coming on to the Grand Slam Series. That's exciting.
Yeah,
live action, up and riding, Jared Houston.
Jared, little carve, spin. He's sitting back on the wash. He's going to try and get a little boost here. Bang. That wave didn't really... he might ride out of it, though.
How difficult is it to get in front of that whitewash when you do a maneuver and not in the right zone?
It's so hard, especially when you're right behind it. You got to try and pretty much swim like a fish through the water. Yeah, it's pretty hard. It's hard, man. You got to be really strong. Yeah, you got to have man like Tamiga.
Exactly. Turbo legs.
Yeah.
All right. So, Jake, thanks for sitting in on this heat. Any last words? You said thanks, but you can say thanks again to the camera.
Yeah, just thanks to everyone at home. I know Whitey will be watching, and Jet, and
Over there.
there he is.
Oh,
There he is, Whitey. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure they'll be watching. So, and Chatty and Husey and all the boys in WA.
All right. Good luck in your next heat, and
Cheers,
thanks
brother.
for hanging in.
Cheers.
In the hot seat.
Thanks. It's been great. Enjoyed it.
Good luck against
Cheers.
David Hubbard.
Cheers, Manny.
All right, cheers, brother. Wow, that'd be nice. Come out of the heat, a kiss from a beautiful bodyboarder, Natasha and Jared Houston, going well in their relationship. Once again, thank you to Jake Stone. We're gonna get Steve Jackson back in here, and Jake Stone, very focused. He is very, he's amped, and he's ready to rock and roll and make sure he puts his name on this event. We might see him actually make it to the final. Again, Jared Houston making it through that heat. Mark McCarthy has now been knocked out of the competition.